You're watching Cheery TV.
Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Stranded Deep in Conversation, where we talk about so many things, man. There's so many things to talk about. Which ones am I gonna talk about? We already know. Yeah, I'm tired. Believe it or not, always tired. We stay tired in this household. That's how it works. Man, no, I'm just always tired. So don't you fret about it. Anybody in the universe, I'm doing fine. I'm doing grand. I'm having a great old time. But yeah, you'd think after who knows how long of doing this. This is what, episode like 93. You think I would know how to start one of these? 93. This is. Yep, episode 93. You think I'd know how to do this? But you'd be dead wrong. Oh wow, okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at some stuff. But yeah, hi. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. I'm here. I'm living. I'm cool. I'm actually a little bit kind of here's the thing with me. I can be fairly insecure about some things sometimes, and even if it's not an issue, my brain is like, I need to think about it. So now it's my hair. My brain's like, oh dude, I'm gonna start losing my hair and it's gonna be crazy. But I'm sure it's fine. And even if I do, I don't really care. My brain just needs something to confuse itself with, I guess. I don't know. But either way, that's not what we're here for. I guess we're here to talk about my collections. But first, we can talk about this week in retail. And if I'm being honest, I need to start writing this down again. I have not written anything down for Stranded Deep in Conversation since I got my wisdom teeth taken out. That was a month ago. I haven't written anything down for YouTube ideas or any ideas, really. I had some ideas for some things that aren't necessarily this channel related, but they could be eventually. Just not at the moment, I guess. But sooner or later, maybe we'll think about it. Probably, honestly, 'cause that's it. Like, I don't want this to just be a video game channel. I guess I kind of want it to just be whatever the hell I want to do, which could include some other things. It's just been a lot of video games lately, anyway. 'Cause that's kind of what's interesting me, if I'm being honest. I just like playing games. I like finding new games. That's the main reason why Steam Freebies is going up, because I have so many games I've been wanting to play for that series that I want to get them all out in the open, because otherwise it would take me like 7 weeks to get all those out. Like, that's lame. But yeah, so either way, this week in retail, yeah, nothing I can really remember. We got a lot of flowers in for like the Mother's Day and stuff. And they've all promptly rotted away. And like, so many customers called and be like, these flowers are like dead in the middle. And we're like, oh, we don't know what the fuck we're supposed to do about it. We're watering them. We're giving them what they supposedly need. But I guess they want more. Because they I don't know. I don't know what's been going on with those. So if you have flowers, check on them. They might need your help. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. That's really the only thing I can remember of note, other than the fact that, especially for yesterday, I kind of was just freaking myself out about my stupid hair. There's really nothing wrong with it. I don't know. It's like the same thing with like my teeth and everything. There's always just like certain things about me that I don't really recognize. And then once I do recognize it, it's in my head forever. It's like, oh man, my hairline's a little weird on this side of my head compared to this side of my head. Oh no, I'm going bald. Like, I don't fucking care. But my brain's like, oh, but it's happening. You gotta care about that. It's like, fuck off. I don't give a shit. But it's like, oh, well, you do. I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, I don't know. It's a whole ordeal. My brain is inclined to hate itself, but I don't. It's cool. I'm a happy-go-lucky camper in this universe. It's pretty dope. There's so much to love, like my collections, which is why I collect so many things. I have a few collections to talk about today, and this isn't even all of them. Like, I have, I'm sure if you gave me some more time, or if I gave myself some more time for like it, I can think of a few more collections that I do have. But I have 5 listed today that are sort of my main 5, I would say. The ones that I'm sort of more actively pursuing compared to other things that I've tried to collect before. These are the things that definitely take the main priority. And they kind of go in order. They kind of go in order of priority, I would say. So this is the most important collection to me, at least for me, because this is the one I've probably collected for the longest and most adamantly, because it's just been it's such a fun collection, and it's one you're not even gonna be able to see, because this is as much as this is technically this is stranded deep. I can see the things I'm looking at. You can't. Sucks to suck. But in this tin, I'll describe it to you very not productively. What's the word? Very descriptively. I'll describe these things very descriptively for you. I am opening a Keebler Export Soda cracker tin, one of those really big green tins. Was there an expiration? This thing is old. This thing is very old. Is there an expiration written on it somewhere? Because I want to find it. I want to find this expiration. I feel like there should be, right? Because it's crackers. My crackers expire. And it's a tin, so it should be on the tin. But I'm not seeing an expiration date, and that's kind of making me sad. I wanted to see how long it's been since I started collecting. Here's on the bottom. Oh, it is on the bottom. Well, I've been collecting it longer, I swear. The expiration is March 18th, 2022. Like, hold on. Does that mean anything? Why does that feel like it means something? I feel like that means something to me, and I don't know why. Is that when it's pretty close to when I started doing videos and stuff, I think. I have to scroll really far down this list. You know what? I'm not doing this. You know what? I am doing this, but I'm doing it smarter. Oldest video. Click on it. Well, that's the November one. We don't talk about the November one. We don't talk about the old Retro Bowl series. The series with 1 episode. Here, War Chest was March 7th. Okay. So it's like a little week after that. But generally speaking, March is when I guess I got the tin to put them all in. I know I had more things. I think it was kind of randomly distributed around like a bin or something, and then I got this bin to put them all in. And there's not a whole lot. Like, there's a lot of things in here. I was on a fucking spree back in the day, but since then it has sort of taken. I've stopped sort of feeding into collections because I feel like I was starting to go crazy with it. But for there's a few things I've got. You guys have actually heard this one before. They market this as the world's smallest air horn. It's not. There's no way. Also, it's a button, so it's not even like you can squeeze it and make the sound yourself. So, but it's cool. It's a nice little soundboard. I've always wanted one of those cool like soundboard things that like streamers have and stuff. But at the same time, I'm sort of expensive, so I've always just had these random items that make noise around my desk, just like, hey, I made a funny joke. You know, just to make my friends laugh more than anything. So it kind of just works out. So if I ever want to, do something. But I have a few things in here. Always will start with this. This is I have to go pretty quick because there are a few. Well, this is the one that I kind of really want to go into. The other ones, the first 2 I want to get into. The next 3 are kind of just there to be there. Now, this one is I have a world's smallest little like Atari. I think it's supposed to be world's coolest Atari thing. Oh, I left it on and it's dead now. I'm sad. It was supposed to play sounds when I hit there's a little button. It's like a joystick for an Atari. And if you hit the button, it makes sound. And I left it on and I killed it. And now I'm really sad. Moving on, like I'm displaying it to you. Should I be displaying it to you? You know what? Hold on. Howdy, everybody. Welcome. We're over here now. Okay, so I figured you guys should probably see this. So, I don't know which way I'm going to. I don't know if Stranded Deep's gonna be like over here, or if I'm gonna be over here. I feel like I'm gonna be over here, just cause I feel like that makes the most sense. But either way, ignore the room. It's a bit of a mess right now. It doesn't really look like that much of a mess right now, but it feels like a mess to me. So sorry. But yeah, where were we? We were talking about my world's smallest stuff. See, here's my keyboard bin. Real all nice and compact. Here's my Atari thing I was just mentioning. I killed it, and I'm very sad. I'm genuinely really sad about that. But here we go. Now we have something really nice. This is the, if it's not obvious, world's smallest toolbox with tools that can actually work in there. I also broke the box. How did I break the box? This day just gets sadder and sadder, man. I'll leave this alone for a little bit. This one is probably the thing I actually come back to the most because it has tiny flathead and Phillips screwdrivers, which are actually useful and they work. And they also have like little bottle openers or nail pullers or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Actually helpful. And then I have a 3-foot tape measure, so it's like if you're measuring something small, you can use this. Like it's actually like probably the most useful thing in my box of stuff, which makes it pretty fun. It makes it good because I actually get to pop this open and grab it every now and again. Sort of staying on the that sort of like useful realm, we have the world's smallest mixer. I've never actually used this before, but it fucking spins. I imagine this would work pretty well. And then you turn it off and bada bing, bada boom. It's a pretty shitty whisk. It's definitely kind of fallen apart a little. So I imagine it'll probably not last very long in a bowl of something. But it's still cool. It's still pretty dang cool. We got the little robot guys, the bam-bams. You know, the rock'em sock'ems. You know, you punch him in the chin, and you know what happens? Boom, he's dead. Retaliation attempt. Anyway, it was successful. So double knockout. Pretty cool. I don't think these are world's small. I think they were world's smallest, which is weird because they don't feel that small. But hey, you know, it's what they say they are, so I believe it. World's smallest soaker gun thing. Is this filled? No. Okay, because it felt full. I have used this before as well. Because if you fill it up, that's the thing with world's smallest. The general gimmick of world's smallest is that they are things that work. They're small and they work. So like, you pop the little cork thing here, you fill it with water, and then the little squirt doesn't actually work. The trigger doesn't work, but you squirt it with this. So like it's like pump, death, die. It's cool. It's cool. I used that a fair amount when I first got it, especially. Crocodile Dentist is actually the most recent addition to the world's smallest list that I got. You know, if everyone has never played Crocodile Dentist before, you got some teeth, you push them down, and eventually one of them was going to snap on you. You don't know which one. It's random every time. It's cool like that. Oh, there it goes. Something I've noticed with this, this side, the back tooth, you can push it down. This side, the back tooth, will always make it snap. Like, even if it's not that one, it will still make it snap. So never choose the back right tooth when you're playing Crocodile, or back left if you're looking at it from his perspective. His back left tooth, never touch it. It will kill you. You will lose the game immediately. So, pro tip. Let's see. These are kind of stupider ones. These aren't really. These are a different series of the smaller things. They're just like micro toys or whatever. So it's like a tiny little transformer. It doesn't actually transform. It's just a little transformer in a box. I thought it was cool. We also have Care Bear, which I thought had a hook on it, but I guess maybe I got that ripped off or something. But there's a little Care Bear guy, Lucky. I haven't watched Care Bears in who knows how long, so I can't say exactly which one this is, but I'm gonna guess Lucky is its name. He's cute. He's a little cute little guy. He's a little sweet. He's a little Clover. He's just a little guy, a little heart feet. It's cool. Always been a big fan of those. We got somewhere in here. There are the pieces to this, but world's smallest cornhole. You know, you kick them down, and you throw the little. You flick the fucking thing into the stratosphere. But no, there's like little bean bags inside of here somewhere that you can play with. I've lost the cornhole. Oh, found it. It went under the desk. Thank you, cornhole. You're being very helpful as always. We have world's smallest lamp. World's smallest lamp. And the cool thing about this, not only does it work, it works pretty damn good. Like, like no lamp, like proper lighting. I put this behind the camera and have some decent lighting. But instead, fuck that. But the other thing that's cool about it is it has a base, but you can take it off the base and you can just clip it to something. So if you want to clip something somewhere, then you can just have a little clip-on light. It's like both. It's really cool. Am I selling you yet? This is a cool collection. It's just a bunch of stuff that I think is fun. I just love fun things. Something that's not fun. I tried getting, because hold on, let me get to that point in a little bit. They have a lot of games, but first we have Wooly Willy. This again actually works. It's in the little packaging. They have the sort of same one thing with Hot Wheels. They have a Hot Wheels, mini Hot Wheels. They have a few different ones, but it's like it keeps the packaging. Camera, hello, keeps the packaging, and you can pop it out, and actually just have the thing. He does come out, I swear. I'm just really bad at it. Maybe he's got like, is he like in something? Oh, he's in a little plastic thing. He comes out. He comes out, and you can roll him around and shit, and he works. It's cool, and then you can just put him right back in the packaging because it's built so the packaging lasts, which is pretty dang cool. Same thing with Mr. Wooly Willy here. You pop open the back to get the stick, which I have done before, so it does work. Come on, stick. There we go. Oh shit, it's in the box. And then you just I don't remember which side's this side's the magnet. You just if you've ever seen a Wooly Willy before, you kind of just drag the magnets around. You drag the. I can't really see what's happening. Here we go. Drag him around. Give him some hair. Right on his nose. Put it all on his nose. He's got some hairy nose, and then it all falls if you put it forward. Kind of just falls over. But yeah, you fuck around with him a little bit. It's fun. It's cool. I got this one for my birthday from one of my friends. So thank you for that. I didn't know that existed, and that made me so happy when they came over and they were like, "I got you this," and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" It's really cool. Tiny 8-ball. One of the first things I actually got to the collection. Will people find this interesting? Maybe. I couldn't have asked for a more indirect answer. That makes me want to keep going. So let's keep going. He's cool. They had the black and white ones too, I think, but they didn't have it when I was there, so I got the cool funky one, which I kind of like anyway. I like this style. I just think the black 8-ball is more iconic. Viewfinder. There's no multiple discs. Oh, but there probably could be. They probably made it so there could be multiple discs eventually. So you take it out. I didn't know you could take it out. That's actually really cool. You slot that puppy in. If you never had a viewfinder before, you look through. This one, it's supposed to be both. But this one is only the one. You just give it a little flick, and then the picture changes, which you can probably actually see if I put it up here. So as you can see, oh, that's fucking cool. Little car. It kind of shows you old toys. So then I'm really bad at angling this. If I were to flick it, then it changed into like Barbie or something. Really hard to tell. It doesn't want to focus. Hold on, I got this. I got this for you guys. This one's for you guys. So there's Barbie. There's like a Barbie dream house. Yeah, pretty cool. Where's the camera? There we go. Now focus. Okay, whatever. Don't focus. Don't care. That's something. Pretty cool. No idea what it is. Hold on. It is just some like monster trucks. Oh, it focused pretty good when it wasn't. There we go. Monster trucks into fuck. What is that? It's like it's a sky. It's just, it didn't even load the picture all the way. There we go. It's like that funkin' thing that you like roll on the ground and pop it around a little bit. It's cool. I wish I had more of the little things. I actually didn't know that those came out. That's actually super awesome. Monkey barrels. Barrel of monkeys. You get a bunch of little monkeys that hook to each other and you make a chain. I think there's like 10 in here. Oh, 9. It's cool. It's cool. I'm not going to do it, but it exists. And I have done it before. One of the first things I did with my room was I sort of tried decorating with all these. So I had like a little tiny spot where there's like a little strand of red. It looked like there was some like fabric ripping off the wall. It was cool. I don't know how to reclose this. There we go. It is a screw. Okay, it is a screw on. Okay, this is cool, and I have way too many of these. To make it worth it. But these are given to me for my sister for either Easter or a birthday or whatever. I don't remember. Magic the Gathering. I love Magic the Gathering. I haven't played it a lot recently, but I love. There's a board game for it, Arena of the Planeswalkers, which isn't. I don't think they carry anymore. Was very fun. I played it a few times with my brother. It's an awesome game. The card game itself is really fun. I played online more than anything. But they have decks. They're literally micro decks. They're ready to play. They have all the words on it. Here, I'll open one. They have all the words on it. So they have 6. I'm sure they have more than 6 at this point. But I have the Heroes versus Monsters set. So there's the hero and there's the monster. Whichever one is which, you decide. There is the Vraska versus Nicole Boris Johnson, or whatever the hell. And then there is, I think my favorite, Johnny versus Hase. Jace. Jace was in the board game. That's the only reason I care for it. But no, I love these. These are cool. I don't know if you'll really be able to see them very well. But yeah, it's literally an entire playable deck of cards. They have the Plains, they have the Planeswalker, they have Jace, and as you can see from it not focusing, there's a bunch of tiny dialogue on there. Which at this point, I can barely read myself. Which might be a problem for me. But, hey, fuck it. If I had some lighting, I could probably read it pretty well. Yeah. Until your next turn, whenever a creature or opponent controls attacks, it gains -1/-0. Reveal the top 3 cards of your library. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put one pile into your hand, the other into your bottom of your library. This is a lot of shit that happens. It's pretty dang cool. And then, if you have a lot of trouble reading it, I'll show you my next thing. Probably one of my favorite things in here, if I'm being honest. You can just read it with, let me put my cards away, make sure none of those fall out, with the, probably, I think, well, actually, this might be one of the, like, the first thing that I added to this collection, because I got it from Dave & Buster's, the world's smallest microscope. This thing is fucking cool. It works pretty damn well, on its lowest setting, anyway. Oh, yeah, there's a big old light on it. You put it to whatever you want to look at, and you look, and like, holy shit, it actually zooms in pretty damn far. I think that's either the 20 zoom or the 3x zoom. I imagine it is the larger one that actually works. I don't know, it's zooming out. No, so the further out you go, it's a little bit better. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything. If I were to, like, put it on, say, the Care Bear schnoz, you get a good look at the Care Bear schnoz. You might just see a big beaming light. But I swear there's something there. How do I do this? Here's my skin. As you can see, clearly, there's my skin in there. You guys know that. It does work. It works. It's very, very cool. Clock, alarm clock. Actually, I had this thing sitting on my desk for the longest time, but if you listen closely, it's dead too. I was gonna say, it does make sense. Oh, it's off. It's also dead. It was off and it's dead. But it made like a little tick sound every time it would tick, so I immediately had to fucking throw it in here. Well, not immediately, for a while. It was up here tormenting me. I was like, what the hell is that sound? It was my tiny clock. This is a lava lamp, which has no longer anything in it. It doesn't really work like a lava lamp. It's supposed to like push the bottom. It's supposed to like squeeze up like a little thingy, but a lot of it is evaporated away, which no longer exists. So rip lava lamp. It is dead. We have the world's smallest. This isn't the world's smallest slinky, but it's a slinky that's tiny, and it does work. It's about the size of the box. It's pretty big, honestly. It could be smaller, but it works, and it's cool. I love me a good slinky. Slinky is one of my favorite toys just in the world. It's just cool. Physics and shit, you know? It's awesome. The Slinky dog, never had it, but I love. He was my favorite character from Toy Story as a kid. He was just a fucking Slinky dog. It's cool. It's the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life. Let's see what we have here. We have a Garbage Pail Kid. Garbage Patch Kid. I don't remember exactly how it works. The guy's not getting the stuffing. There's also a little certificate it came with that I don't know where it is. I think it's somewhere. Hopefully. Yeah, it's somewhere in the world. We have a couple more things now. We have one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites. Rubik's Cube. Proper working Rubik's Cube. Everything flips around. Everything can be jostled. I have not attempted to try to scramble or solve this. I really should one day. I'm going to one day on here, probably. Scramble this thing and try to solve it. Because I've never actually done that before. Because I've tried, and it works horribly for me. Oh, I found some of the cornhole bags. Found some of the bags of corn. Hold on 1 second. Cornhole bags. Chuck them into the cornhole. You guys have probably played cornhole. Cornhole's a pretty popular thing. Not that cornhole. Nerfoop. Tiny Nerfoop is a little suction cup. You can stick it to your wall or something. And you got a little thing. This thing got a little beat up. It kind of sits towards the bottom of my thing. So it definitely got fucked up a little bit. But you guys go, whoa. I got it in. It's incredible. And then whenever you're not doing it. Oh, that's not even a Nerfoop. Or is it? No, this one is. Oh, it's gone. I don't know where that tiny basketball came from. But this is the Nerfoop one, which is a lot bigger. But yeah, it goes in. Where'd that small one come from? I have no idea. But now we go to the last section of what's in my world's smallest collection, which kind of leaks into another one of my collections, which is board games. First we have Kerplunk with all the little sticks and stuff. This does work. I've played it with my sister. It is a pain in the ass, but it does work. It works pretty damn well. It's a lot of fun. I love that. Kerplunk, ladies and gentlemen. There's Trouble, world's smallest Trouble. And this does work. There are pieces in the back that you can put in the little pegs, kind of. They don't really sit that well. Also, every time you pop it, it kind of shakes the entire board and knocks out all the pegs. But it does work. Technically speaking, it does work. Tiny Uno. Pretty cool. Well, I guess it's a deck of Uno cards, but it's tiny. Pretty neat. Let's see here. There's Battleship. Like a whole proper thing of Battleship. I have to be really careful when I show this. There's the little pegs, there's the ships, there's the whole board, there's the top board. It's proper. You can actually stick the pegs in there. It's really dang cool. Pretty sick stuff. Love it. We have Boggle, which I still don't know how to play, but it exists. You shake it, and as a little bonus, it comes with this, like a really tiny hourglass that does come out, and you can flip it, and it goes like an hourglass would, which I love. I love hourglasses. Hourglasses are some of my favorite things in the world. They're just fascinating. They always have been to me. Here's another couple of the smaller shitter ones, like Game of Life and Power Ranger. When I was talking about before the board game, with like the thing that disappointed me, I wanted a bunch of these little board games because they do have like proper board games. They have Candyland. They have Clue. They have Scrabble. They have Operation. They have Monopoly. And again, they have all the pieces for this. And they have Blocus. They have all the pieces, really tiny, and you can just play the tiny version of the board game, which is just hilarious to me. And I've tried, and it's horrible, but I love it. And I wanted to get a bunch more, and I saw there was like a set of like 10 or something. And like 4 of them I already had, but there were 6 ones. There was like a Ouija board. There was the Game of Life. And I was like, fuck yeah, only like $10? Usually these are like $5 a pop, $10 a pop, wherever you go. So I'm going to get them. And I got them, and they all come like this. And I'm incredibly sad because there's nothing in here. It's just a box. It's for like a fucking dollhouse. Disappointing. It's incredibly disappointing. And that's the only one I keep just so I can remind myself that people suck sometimes. But the rest of these were from World's Smallest. I bought them myself, so I know that they work. And I dropped Operation under my desk, and I'm trying to get it with my foot. And I got it, because I'm a gamer. But yeah, so they're all pretty cool. They all have their pieces, they all have their boards. I'm not going to open too many of them, because they're a little bit scary to do that. Operation I can try to open. I forget how this one's the weirdest one to open. It's like you flunk it. Yep. And then you flip it somehow. Somewhere along the way you flip it. It's a bit smaller than the standard Operation, but it's got a few pieces in there. And then I think the wire got stuck somewhere along the way here. That's why it's not coming out all the way. I don't remember how to do this. I don't remember it. I don't want to break it, so I'm not going to break it. But I wanted to show you guys the wire, at least. Maybe if I take the wire out, it'll come out a bit better. Maybe this is just as far as it goes. Who can say? I'm just taking it off. There we go. So there's the Operation guy. got the little thing. If you turn it on, which I think it might just always be on. Oh, I haven't done that in a while. You fuck it up, and it goes. But you can also just not do that. You can get his heart out, whatever you want to do. Or you can be like I would and just kill him anyway. Pretty cool. It's a lot of cool shit. But that's pretty much my world's smallest collection. There's a lot to it. Go back on there. There we go. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of fun little games, a lot of fun little things. Just a bunch of cool shit. I'm not going to have to put all this away. But I'll segue into another one of my favorite collections, because I kind of already did. I'm not going to show you all of them, because there's way too many to count, and I'm going to want to show you every single one. That will take hours, my board game collection. I don't know how many I have. That's the thing with collections. Eventually, you kind of just forget what you got. So that's kind of when you stop collecting. You're just like, okay, you're only collecting because you're collecting, not collecting because you think it's cool. And after a while, board games definitely got that way for me. But I still love every board game that I have. I have a ton of fun. Whenever my family or my friends want to play a board game, it's like, dude, sign me the fuck up. I love board games. I love board games more than video games. Still to this day, I still hold true to that fact. Got my hair caught in the keyboard. I still hold true to that fact today. I have a ton of them. The only one I can maybe even kind of show you is down here. There's some of my party games in that box there. Exploding Kittens is there. Cards Humanity is there. There's a lot of different games. I have a lot of games. I wouldn't say over 100, but maybe somewhere close to 50 or more. It's not a lot in terms of like people collecting them, but it's a lot. They actually take up my entire top of my closet. There's a huge shelf there that runs along the entire thing. All of that is board games. It's a problem. I think I would maybe have over 50, pretty close to 60 board games. I don't know. It's too many. Like, even 50 is too many. You don't need that many board games. Like, it's fun. It's nice to have. And I love getting a new one. It's always fun when I get a new one. But I don't buy it for myself anymore, really. I kind of just, like, if I see a game and I like it, I'll either buy it for myself, which is very rare nowadays, or I'll tell my sisters, and then they'll be like, oh, I know what to get them for her birthday now. Idiot. And then I get a board game. It's pretty great. Pretty great process there. I got tons, and I love them all. They're just cool. I just think they're cool. I think they're fun. I think they're more entertaining than video games, just because there's a lot more personality. You can kind of just... I have a message. What is this? Okay, cool. Okay. But yeah, it's just a lot more... I feel like you get a lot more friend interaction with those than video games. With video games, you kind of just... You play them. You talk about playing them with your friends. You're talking about the game instead of really talking about your friends, and which you guys can do for board games too. But I don't know. I feel like it's a lot easier to just weave into a proper conversation when you're next to the person. When you're playing online, you have the game in front of you. You're more inclined to just think about the game than the actual person that you're talking to. At least for me. At least that's how I understand it. That's how I go through life. That's how things go through for me. For me, care about me. It's my show. Care about my perspectives. I'm trying to pause it. It's not working. Okay. We are recording, yes. So despite having less of these things in my world's smallest, they take up a lot more space, so it's a lot harder to get all these out to show you today. But here we are. We're doing show and tell now. This is kind of just how this is working. Hope whatever's going on down there is going good, because otherwise I have no idea. Maybe it's going good. Could be going bad. I don't care. But yeah, this is now, this is kind of... I don't know if it's my favorite. I don't have favorites. I don't know. I feel like it's one that I do constantly try to add to, because I just think they're cool. It's musical instruments. I don't know how to play like many instruments, if any at all. But something about them just fucking really fascinates me. I don't know why. And I'll start with the thing that one of the first things I ever got. Not the first. This isn't the first one that I had. That one's long gone. But I've since gotten more. These bad boys, which for those of you who don't know, Honer, which might do more things than what these are, but I have no idea. I don't know music that well. These are harmonicas. Pretty dang cool harmonicas at that. It's pretty awesome. There's a code that one of you might have just saw. I think it's like free harmonica lessons or whatever. Free online lessons for 30 days. So if you saw it, I didn't use it. It's all yours. This was one of the first instruments that I ever got from my family. My aunt for Christmas one year got me like a harmonica. Me and my sister a harmonica, and I took to it. My sister didn't care much for it, but I took to it a lot. And I think they're neat. I think they're fun. I have 5 different. Just goes to show how much I know instruments. I don't want to say chords. 5 different notes of harmonica. 5 different somethings. Different letters. They're different letters. All right. I've got. I'm pretty sure this is an E. There's an E, an A, a C, a D, and a G. I want to say those. I think that's what I have. This is my A. It's been a while since I played it, and also again, you can kind of hear not exactly the best. I don't know if it's because I ruined them because I'm horrible at playing it, or they're just. It's just fun. It's just good stuff. And then again, there's ones that are lower. I think this is the highest, the D. Again, if you can see, I'm not the best at playing this, but I have tried my best. I do this as much as I say I'm not the best at playing this. It's probably the thing that I'm the best at out of everything that I have here. I can play like songs on this, not great. I've done an Across the Universe cover of harmonica that wasn't great. I fucked up a couple times, but there were times where I didn't fuck it up before, which is wild, but. The G is my favorite. I like the G. The G is cool. It's like the lowest tone I think it is, and I like it a lot. It sounds nice. It's just cool. But I want to learn how to like riff on it. You know, kind of just play like a melody. Like I know how to play a song, like the lyrics part. I don't really know how to just like jam on a harmonica, and I've always wanted to, so I'm probably gonna start doing that soon because it's just fun. I love a harmonica. I love a good harmonica. These are my old harmonicas, which are not as good quality. East top. They're still fine. They're still fine if you're like learning. I had a C and then I got an A because I wanted something like lower, because I thought lower harmonicas just sounded nicer. As you can see, I took horrible care of these. So any part that was kind of in my mouth, or just generally around. Got very, very weird. They look a lot nicer, I will say. Like minus all the horrible, disgusting shit on it, it looks a lot nicer. I'm not putting this in my mouth. It's actually gross. I'm not putting that in my mouth. But it does sound nice. They are nice. They're good. I think that's a black one, and then my C is a blue. Yeah, the C is a blue one. It's pretty neat. These are the worst ones. It's still nice though. They're still cool. That's why I keep them. But they're also disgusting. But this one was less disgusting, so I put it in my mouth. This one I would avoid. My A. Before I put this in my mouth, great. Afterwards, ugh. But they're fine. These I take a lot better care of. These I use a fair amount. I still enjoy harmonica a lot. That's kind of where the talent pivots down, because the rest of these I've maybe dicked around with a few times, but I have no actual skill with. Starting with xylophone. I don't even have the gong it came with, like the little thingy it came with, so I've been using just one of these. I have no idea how to I don't know what I'm doing with this. Like, I would love to, but I have no idea what I'm doing with it. I just think it's fun. I know if you gave me some time, I could figure it out, but I wouldn't be able to figure it out, like, super well. I'd be able to, like, okay, I know what notes I'm supposed to be hitting, or which ones are what notes, or whatever. But I don't. But it's just fun. A xylophone is cool. I got a colored one. It's nice. It's cool. I like it. A glockenspiel I want that one. It's like a xylophone with, like, 2 different layers. It's a lot bigger. It's a lot more professional. It's so professional that it's warping me out of existence. I've always had this set of drums. I've been inclined to get a new set because I actually broke one of the drums on this tiny drum set. I used to have 4 But this is the closest to drums that I have, except for like one other thing. And that just goes to show, like these, I will say, for harmonica, I care about harmonica. I actually want to. I've thought about playing it before. I enjoy playing these. So for the 5 of these, I maybe spend like a couple $100 on a set of these, which isn't a whole lot in the grand scheme of 5 harmonicas, but it's still fairly expensive. Like these were like 25 maybe, so like I like near doubled the amount per harmonica getting in the set of 5. That is about the most I've spent on any of these instruments. I think the total cost of the entire rest of these maybe adds up to like 3 of the harmonicas, because the rest of these are very, very cheap. Because five below drum set, 5 below xylophone, just a bunch of I guess one instruments. I just think the instruments themselves are really cool. I think they're fascinating to me. But yeah, I just really, I'm just interested in the instruments. It's just cool. And I have a bunch more on like my Amazon shopping list as well that I want to get, like a melodica, the glockenspiel. They have a like I didn't bring it out. I have a really shitty 5 below ukulele, but it just sucks. I don't consider it an instrument, but it has like a little like a pick. It gets like attached to it. That's cool. But I think it's also Spider-Man. You know what? I'll hold on one second. Okay, so it's not Spider-Man. I had a Spider-Man one. I think I must have got rid of that one, but this is the pick in question. It's just cool. It's nice. It's clearly a very shitty ukulele. As you can tell, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. But it's cool. It's nifty, but I don't care much for it. I think this is probably the thing I cared the least about from this entire set of things that I've got. Some of these I spent a little bit of money on, like Frog Gyro. How the fuck do you pronounce that damn instrument? It's like it's Guiro. I know how the Guiro pronunciation Guiro. Okay, it's a Guiro. Usually they're like these big log, like log thing with a bunch of ridges on it, which I think would probably sound better than this one. I just got it because it was a frog and it was funny looking. But it's sort of the same concept with this. It's like you just kind of you can kind of have that. It's also you can tap on it. They marketed that. I'm not marketing that for you guys. They marketed that for the sale. Like you can tap it in different spots for different sounds. But yeah, like the main thing you do is you like roll it, and it's just makes a sound. It's cool. Percussion, lots of percussion stuff. It's all a bunch of dumb percussion stuff, such as another frog related thing, frog castanet that I found at Goodwill for like $2. It's cool. I like it. I want like the proper like clamshell looking ones. That's probably the next instrument that I actually get is gonna be the castanets, because I think they're cool. I've always loved them. Like we had one trip once in our Spanish class to like learn flamenco dancing or flamenco. I think it's flamenco. Flamenco dance. Yes, flamenco dance. Yes. Okay. It's not flamingo dancing, which was what I thought it was as a kid for sure, but flamenco dancing. And they had the castanets, and they were doing like that. And it just seems cool. It just seems awesome. I love those, and I want a proper set of those. Wow. The volume. Train whistle. Can't go wrong with the train whistle. It's neato. It's neat. It's neato. It's cool. Alright, let's keep this train a moving. Alright, so next up, I guess we can kind of have this. This is kind of funny. I have spoons, like the playable spoons. So you go on your knee and you're like... Again, I have no sense of rhythm. I can't do instruments. It's cool. Spoons is cool. And then for either my birthday or Christmas last year, I forget, I got more spoons. So if I wanted. And this one's they're kind of different. Like, this isn't supposed to be how they are. one of these is wrong. I don't know which one. I imagine it's this one. 'Cause this one's fucking weird looking. But they kind of create different pitches. So you get like so it's you kind of. Again, no idea what to do. No idea what to do with them. But they're cool. I like them. And eventually, again, if with at least a little bit of practice, I could probably do some pretty cool shit with them. I haven't done that yet. Will eventually, maybe, probably. I've been putting a lot more thought into just playing instruments lately. Recorder, which is infamous because it's a recorder, but it's also infamous because I put it in my nose to test if I can breathe today. So I'll go on one side, and the other side will go, hey, it's a good day for me. It is fair, I can breathe pretty well, but whenever it's congested, it's hilarious because it will go, and you'll hear nothing. I'll actually, like, try, there's nothing there. It's hilarious. But then you put it in your mouth, too. I remember, like, the very intro to Hot Cross Buns, and that is it. Which sounds like it's death. These holes are not lined up correctly at all. That's fucking hilarious. It's, again, Five Below. Love it. Because where else do you get recorders from? Who's going to spend money on a recorder? This is how all recorders are going to sound. This is kind of just how it works. I used to have a wood flute thing, but that sucked. That was like literally $1 from some shitty store, and it blew loads. Ocarina, shaped like a bird. This thing's cool. The sound is, it sounds good for like a couple minutes, and then I feel like I blow out the reed weird, but it's cool. It's cool. I don't know how to play it, but it's cool. It's a bird. It's cool because it's a bird, and it's an ocarina. It's cool. Did I tell you it's cool? One of my favorite things, when I first got my sister, I guess we can kind of show this one now. My sister, when they moved out, they gave me their guitar, their nice, pretty pink guitar. I didn't even strum that good at all. Hold on. It's cool. It's neat. This is one of the things I actually really tried to get into. Like, I looked up, like, chords, and I tried learning how to play the chords and stuff. But this thing hurt the shit out of my hands so much. And eventually I did grow calluses, but then I stopped playing it, and then I lost those calluses, and then I haven't really gained them back since. So I got one and done by the Mr. Guitar. But it came with a bunch of stuff, including a pitch pipe, which I have more fun with than the guitar. It's just fun. It's just, you want to pitch it. The 5's a little off. It's just cool. You can play an instrument with that. You can play a song with that. Not an instrument. That is the instrument. These strings, they were coiled up nicely, but I snapped one of the strings once trying to tune it, and I tried putting a string on myself, which you can there's a big ass hair on it, which you might also be able to see, but I don't really care. There's hair everywhere. I shed like a motherfucker, but which one was properly put on and which one didn't quite make the cut, I wonder. It's truly a mystery to time, but you know, it still sounds nice just without even doing anything. Here's the big ass hair. You guys can't really see it. That's a shame. It's a long fucking hair. It's stuck in there. I'm gonna leave it. Man, it's cool. I suck at it. But it's nice. It's fun. You know what else is fun? You're getting spoiled. Maracas. There's a second one. It's somewhere on this couch. But maracas are cool. They're cool. I like them. This one's kind of cool. It's an accordion. It's a tiny ass accordion. It's very loud, so excuse me while I blow out your ears. It's probably supposed to be able to. I think I'm doing it wrong. I have to hold one of the air valve buttons. And if I were to like give it a lot more like actual push, I could maybe make some notes with the notes on the bottom there, but I'm way too afraid to because this thing is so loud. But I love it. I love this thing. It's really freaking cool. I dicked around with it a few times. It's pretty nice. It's not like a proper accordion, like those chunky things Weird Al's got with like 500 buttons on it. I don't got that, but I got the toy version, which kind of it's about the same. Here's the other maraca. There's so much shit on my desk. One of the first things my family actually got me when they figured out that I just like collecting stupid instruments is one of the stupidest instruments in the world. Slide whistle. Poorly kept slide whistle. It was my bad, not their bad. This thing is still one of my favorite things that I have. I just love it. It's cool. Can I play music on it? No. Is it meant to? Probably not either. If I'm gonna say no to that too, because I feel like it's just a sound effect more than an instrument. But it's cool, and I like it, and it's nice, and it's fun, and I've definitely probably put my nose in it. If not, there's something there. I don't know if it picked up, but there was something there. Very faint though. This I spent way more money than I care to admit on. Triangle. Pretty cool triangle. I don't think there's 3 different thicknesses. When I first dicked around with this, I thought there were 3 different thicknesses to it, but now I'm looking at it, maybe not. I'll go. No, not really. There's no different thicknesses to it, but it's nice. It's just a triangle. You know, you kind of get. Just kind of go crazy with it if you want. There's no space to put anything. I'm about to put it all back on the couch. Here we go. This one you guys probably know because it has existed on this channel quite some time. It's my kazoo. Pretty great. When I first got the kazoo, one of my favorite things to do was try to do it like this, set it up on a radio or like I'm Darth Vader or something. That's what how much I screw it in. It's like on a monster. The noise is what I'm all about. I'm all about making noise. Pretty fun. If you can hum a song, you can probably play a kazoo. Fun. Less fun. I thought these would be really cool. They're drumsticks, but fuck. Is this on? It is on. Did I kill it? No, I didn't. Is this one on? Yes. You bang it on nothing. Well, on something. And there's little buttons so you can like change what sort of drum. But it only sometimes works. There's also a button that just does that. Don't know what that's about. But yeah, these are cool. I got them again at Dave & Buster's. They suck. But I like them. But I've always been very tempted to throw them away because they suck. But they're cool, so I keep them. Another Five Below thing. It's not even out of the box. I have taken it out of the box once, but I don't know. It's loud, so I don't do it much often. Metal gong. You bang it. I thought it would sound like a proper gong. It just sounds like falling metal, which disappointing. You kind of hear like the metal, like whenever the metal hits something. That's what it sounds like. It's disappointing. It's very disappointing. It could have been cooler. These last 3 things are some of the cooler ones. I'll show you the least expensive one first, which probably isn't true. But this is a rollout keyboard, which I have actually had once on a stream, my Risk of Sleep stream. But yeah, you roll it out. There's a bunch of shit you can do on this thing, like turn it on, for instance, and you just kind of play. You want to make sure it's on something flat, because otherwise this is going to happen. But otherwise, as long as it's kept flat, it actually plays pretty good. it's cool. It's having an aneurysm. There's a bunch of different little drum things you can do. It's just fun. It's just fun shit. You can record stuff. There's chords. Don't know what that does for anything. But then also, there's a whole book for it. You can kind of, if you hit buttons in a certain way over here, you can kind of get different instrument sounds out of it. It's cool. It's actually really cool, and I'm a big fucking fan of this thing, and I want to use it more. I want to learn how to play some piano shit or keyboard or whatever to hand roll piano. I mean, it's literally, you can just take this fucking thing anywhere and you can play piano on it. It's awesome. I got it for like $5-10 at Goodwill. It was awesome. It's really freaking cool. It might be a little bit spazzy, but it's a fucking rollout keyboard. It's kind of gonna be like that. So you can't expect perfection there, but it's pretty damn cool. Next we have something really cool. My Kirby Automaton, which you guys might have seen. I might have showed it off before, but I don't really know what I'm doing with this thing either. There's different pitches you can get. So that's mid. Here's high. And then the low. It's just cool. It's fun. It's nice. It's cool. Numerous times I left this on and killed it, and then it took a while to actually get back to a playable state because I fucked it up that bad. But it's good now. It's nice and healthy. Keeping it clean, keeping it off when I'm not using it. Professional tip. Same thing with this. This also happened with this. It's the final piece of the. Not final. There's one more. But this has happened. Oh, and there's actually a few more things. Shit. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay, we'll talk about this one anyway. My stylophone, which I've also showed off on this channel once during my what was it? It was my Sonic Who Killed Sonic the Hedgehog stream. That was fun. That was cool. But yeah, you literally just fucking play music on it, pop it on. I have it on a wave. I didn't realize I had it on a wave. If I turn off the wave, there's a bunch of different little knobs and shit you can mess around with. This thing was like $90, I think. And if you think it sucks, it's because I ruined it by horribly maintaining it. But it's pretty damn cool. You can have like a whole delay. I remember there was a certain way. I don't remember how to do it, but there was a way where you can just have it delay, and it would literally just echo out until oblivion, until it started sounding like a forest fire and then an explosion. It was cool. Really cool. A bunch of different like buttons you can do to change with how it sounds. It's really neat. It's actually really dang neat, and I love it. It's really cool. Volume. You can have headphones plugged in, so you don't have to annoy people with it. You can just stick around with it on your own. It's really freaking cool, and I really love this thing, and it's really nice, and I love it. It's awesome, and it's cool, and I love it. It's one of my favorite things I got, because it's just super damn, it's neat. I want to do stuff with it, but I don't know how. That's why you learn. 2 more instruments for you, and then we can wrap it up. I had a couple other things to talk about today, but they're the less important. I wrote Lego collection. I was just going to talk about some of the Lego stuff that I have. My favorite thing currently, I have my ship in the bottle over there that you can kind of see that I've had for years now. That's like the old ship in a bottle Lego from like maybe 2015, 16. My sister got it for me. Really freaking cool set. Maybe it's 18. It probably wasn't that old. I don't remember. Sometime in my high school years. I don't remember when those were. So, my favorite thing though is this guy, my Chatot. I took the Lego Parrot set, and I kept the base completely. I kept most of the pieces the same, really. But I just tweaked it around a little bit with pieces that I had myself, and I made a Chatot out of it. And it's not perfect. You can clearly see that yellow bit on the bottom is supposed to be green. Otherwise, actually, I'm pretty happy with how this came out. I got the little ruffle around his neck. This headpiece, I got so lucky. I had like a freaking black bit that goes like that. It made the head perfect. And I had a bunch of the same black pieces to make the head. I got really lucky with a lot of these pieces. I took the eyes from a different set. And it came out really nice. And again, this was with no instructions or anything. I just took pieces that I had. I made his tail black. So I I tried my best to add the little spoke on the end, but it didn't really work out very well, but that's fine. Because the main thing was the head, and the fact that the head came out as genuinely amazingly as it did, I'm very happy with it. I'm really happy with it. It's not perfect, but it's really cool. It was my first time like trying to experiment with a set, which it came out really well. This is my whole Pokemon shelf. Shout out to, I forget the YouTube channel. I'll probably put it in the description, or I'll forget. But there's a YouTube channel that like takes creator sets and turns them into like Pokemon. So like a shiny Tatsugiri, I got it from that guy. There's a Chi-Yu in here. There's also just mock sets that you can find online. So like I turned a lion into a Sandslash, sorry. There's a lot of cool shit online, but there's a YouTuber in particular. But also, he took I don't know if he made the models for it and then put it on the website. But on the website, I did find this exact model on the website. So I don't know if he took it from the website or if the website took it from him. So maybe there's some disputes to be had there. Either way, that's my Legos. There's a few. There's a bunch of other ones over there too. Like there's a bunch of cool ones. I'll show that to you in another video or whatever. But Kalimba. I can't remember how to do it off. I used to know how to do this properly, but I've been trying to learn more songs on it, so I kind of forget. But there's that one Minecraft like Hagstrom. I don't remember. I don't remember it all, but I used to be able to play that without even looking at my I looked without the tab for it, and I'm pretty happy with that. The comb is cool. Comb is really neat. I know part of Oh Darling, not Oh Darling, Golden Slumbers from the Beatles. That's not it, but that's it. It's just a pretty damn sound. It's not tuned. I didn't tune this thing. I need to, because I do want to keep playing it, but I didn't tune it. So, what time is it? It's 11:06. I still got time. I still got fucking hours, dude. We ball. But yeah, that's pretty much it, except for the last thing that I have. This is not gonna kill me, I swear. It's hanging over there. It's not above my head. The last thing I have, and probably the one that I've given the most attention to this year, especially, it is, of course, me banjo. Now with a strap that I got. It holds picks. I only had one pick that I had, but it came with like a million really shitty picks. So that green one's mine. The rest of them are horrible picks. But yeah, it comes with a little. I finally got a strap for it, so I can like properly like sort of hold it without like I don't have to hold it on the fretboard. Like the weight is easier because I don't have to hold it up with my hand that's on the fretboard. I can just have it dangle a little, and then I can just kind of go at it. But yeah, this one I've kind of gotten, and like with I have like the full finger picks and shit. I got a whole bunch of stuff. This one is my current. I don't want to say obsession, but I love this thing, and I've been trying to get a lot better at it. Actually, Banjo Primer. I've basically finished that book. So there were a few streams in the beginning of the year where I did this, so you guys can kind of follow along with my progress. I fell out of that, not because I didn't want to do it anymore, but just because I got lazy and kind of kept forgetting. And also, I wanted to put a lot more time on those streams to the games I was playing, so I didn't have time to do the banjo. So for a while, I stopped playing the banjo, but then I recently, like the last month or two, I've gotten back into the swing of things with it. And it's actually been coming along pretty nice. Not super, like it's not perfect, but I'm getting better at it. I'm getting much better at holding the chords down. Like it's actually kind of been awesome. It's really freaking cool. I know the chords. I know the names of I know where the chords are. I know which ones are which. Before I would just say like, okay, I'm putting my fingers here and I'm playing that sound. Now I know, oh, I'm doing an E minor or a C, or if I do that, it's like an A or whatever. But it's cool. It's really freaking cool. I love the sound of a banjo. It's always been one of my favorites. My sister got that for me for Christmas this year. So. It kind of, because I told her a story about I almost got a banjo for free on the ground somewhere, but then someone thought they were supposed to pay for it. And they literally just took it out of my hand and went to go buy it from the person who literally had it sitting near a sign that said "free, please take." So he could have just taken it for free. I would have paid for it. It was only like he thought we were only paying like it said like $70 written on like the case of it, but it was like a little sticker from like when they probably first got the damn thing. So it's like, oh dude, $70 for a fucking banjo. I don't even care if it's shitty. I want it. But my sister got me a much better, cooler quality one that one ever could have been. I only opened it a little bit to see there was actually something inside of it. It was just a case, and there was a whole banjo in there, but I didn't get it. But now I have this one, and I'm happy with it, so I'm not complaining. And recently, I got a whole bunch of little accessories for it. There's my finger picks, the main ones that I use, because the rest of these kind of shitty, but I have a bunch of extras. Some of them are actually pretty good, but some of them I don't like. I don't like the plasticky like finger picks. The thumb pick I like being plastic. The finger picks I want them to be metal because they feel better and they feel nicer and they're a lot easier to actually stay on my finger. But then these are really cool. These are slides, which I didn't think were really gonna work very well with this thing, but it sounds cool. I love it. You guys might not like this, but I like it. So basically, instead of playing a note, I can just put this thing on there, and when I go to do let's say I do this, you hear that. But if I were to move it, it's so cool. The first time I did that, I had a 5-minute freak out. I was blown away. So if I want to do it's just cool. And obviously there's ways to implement that so it actually sounds like music instead of just a noise from an instrument. And I'll get there. One of these days I'll get there. But there's a bunch of stuff. I have a lot, and there's a lot more cool things that I could get, and I probably will get. There's the porcelain slides, which sound cooler too. I have a glass one. I think it was a brass one. Brass? Was it brass? It's the stainless steel. 2 glass ones in there, and I think that's brass. I could be wrong. I don't remember. Now my desk is completely covered in instruments, and that's pretty much all I have for this episode of Stranded Deep in Conversation. The last thing I had was my music collection, which isn't much of a collection. It's kind of just if I find a Paul McCartney or Beatles album at the local music store, I buy it. I got Past Masters. For Beatles, I have Past Masters, Help, the White Album. And that might be it, actually, for the Beatles. Yeah. And then I have a live Rush album. What the hell was it called? Exit Stage Left. This thing is cool. I like Rush. Rush is cool. Paul McCartney, I have Ram and Off the Ground. I wish there were more, but I don't have them. And then I have a bunch of Ninja Sex Party CDs. Like a ton of them. Like these nuts I just recently got. They're all in the back. Not because I don't like them, just because they're in the back. But yeah, I have all Dan Avedon, like him in the Super Guitar Bros, Shadow Academy, Sky Hill. I have all those because I love his voice. I love everything he does. He's great. Cool stuff. That's basically it. That's basically all I've got. I'm sure there's other things I've collected and have collected and are collecting. I don't remember them. These are the main ones. And now I have to go put all of this back into that little cubby that I had it in the first place. So thank you all for tuning in. This episode of Stranded Deep in Conversation with me here for once. Kind of crazy. There's still game. How's that possible? Who's doing that? Who's playing that game? Is it me? Yeah, I don't know. Could be anybody. See you all next time. Bye-bye now.